This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets. So the Rockets win the tip. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Mo Harkless, also Green out there. Rashawn Holmes out there with Steph Curry. And it's Forbes in the shooting guard position. Now, here is Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. From deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Curry with it. Harkless with the screen for Curry. And the pass to Harkless. They get it back. And here's Green outside. That shot off the mark. On defense, Chicago. Now here's Beverly. Cousins with a screen on Curry. In the corner, Harden buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got the first 3 points tonight for Houston. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, could be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on deep.
Now, here's Beverly after Mo Harkless's miss. And Cousins kicks to Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Green with the rebound. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
On its way from Curry for 2. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Harden outside. To the paint, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
The Bulls have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Curry dishes to Green. Holmes has a screen. On its way from Curry for 2. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Oh, they finally got the lid off the basket there with that shot. Now 1 for 5 to begin this game.
Screen by Jefferson. Kicks it to Beverly. Jefferson passing to Griffin. On the wing, Harden. 6 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago trailing here. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Harkless. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Beverly. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. And they double up Cousins. Curry with the steal. James Harden with the rebound.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
There's the dish to Cousins. Pulls up, high post. And that one comes up a bit short.
Just superb defense there. You could tell they definitely affected the release of that shot.
Pass Pass to Holmes. There's the pick. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Houston in the lead. Now Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. So they take the lead.
Oh, man, on the fast break, Curry's not only a prolific scorer, he's an efficient scorer as well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Greg, when you watch DeMarcus Cousins play, you can see the beating he takes in the post, can't you?
Yeah, and that's just how it goes with star centers, with the size and activity of Cousins. Just like Shaq in the sense, big bruising centers are hard to officiate. Other players can lay into them and not even make a dent, but anyone else, it would be a foul.
Grant, he's checked in for Houston. Simmons comes in for Patrick Beverly. Pass to Harden. Trying to get back on track. Lets it fly. 4 on the clock. He lays it in. Harden's got 5.
Oh, Harden really gets going down inside. I mean, he isn't afraid of anyone, not even the big guys roaming nearby.
Green passes to Holmes. Over Cousins. Holmes can't get it to go in. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pistons. Picked by Griffin. Down low. Holmes with the steal. Here's Harkless. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Screen by Cousins. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Yet another way Griffin beats you. Great body control going up over the top.
Here's Curry.
That's his second foul, and now they might really go at him. I mean, try to get a third foul and force him to sit on the bench.
From deep three-point range, Holmes kicks to Forbes. Outside Curry. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Simmons. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Well, one book that is out on Curry is that you can body him and knock him around off the ball. Chris, a lot of teams feel that if you can beat him up as he comes off a screen, he'll be far less productive. What do you think?
Well, whether it's true, not true, fair, unfair, Curry's definitely getting banged around out there. If you watch him off the ball in some games, he gets grabs, push, pull, you name it.
And here's Reed. Shot clock at 5. Curry on the wing. Back to Reed. He tries for 3. Can't hit that one. And Houston the other wing. Right against Curry. Cousins with a screen for Wright. Wide open. No good off the front iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry passes to Green. Over to the left wing. Pass to Holmes. Here's Swanigan. Shoots over Griffin. And Wright pulls it down. Here is Harden. He's got 5. feeds it to Cousins. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Cousins has got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
You just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
Drills it from outside.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defenses adjust, though.
Picked by Griffin. Here's Grant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Atlanta. Holmes, that's a screen. To the middle. Outside for Curry. In the corner, Reed with it. Holmes. The tip in on the offensive rebound. And the Bulls lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Harden dishes to Cousins. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And last season, the Rockets retired Yao Ming's number for the organization, a career cut short by injuries, but he was such a huge part of the history here, and it was great to see that honor bestowed on him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Yao Ming, one of the largest players I've ever seen in this game. I remember having to go up against him. He was so skilled for a player his size. Had some great battles.
On its way from Curry for 2. That miss is his 4th this game. He's shooting 3 for 7 from the field. Right outside. Screen by Grant. Jacks up a 3. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago trailing here. Reed with it. Curry passes to Swanigan. Puts it up from 15. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Now here's Harden. He has 5. He feeds it to Cousins. Knocked away. It's Harden with the drive. The shot comes out.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him.
Reed a screen on right. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
Now, here is Harden. Right outside. Back to Harden. Outside for Griffin. Another miss by Houston. Chicago calls timeout. And we hear so much about this being the era of point guards, but you look at the crop of small forwards in the league today. Wow, what a lineup. And talk about versatility. There are a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, the NBA has changed a lot. The 2 guard used to be the most athletic position when you think about it with the Jordans, the Clyde Drexlers, other guys, but it's really changed. And really look at the size. Kevin Durant, you know, I was always amazed. I'm a power forward at 6'9". He's 2 inches taller than me, and he can play the point guard. So the game is evolving when you look at Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Antetokounmpo, Jimmy Butler, those type of guys. When you want to talk about versatility, playing both ends of the floor and being able to score and get buckets, these guys come to mind.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Then for the Bulls, Rabs checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Shabazz Napier comes in for Green, and Eula subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Swanigan. And again, no good by Chicago. Ginobili outside. The feet to Beverly. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. Jefferson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's the screen. Reed a screen. Here's Swanigan. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Maybe he should look to pass the ball right now and get his teammates involved, because right now, his shot's not falling. He's ice cold.
Now here's Ginobili. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From deep. Ulis pulls it in. Dishes it to Napier. Here's Swanigan. And the shot goes in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. The Bulls shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Taking a look at the Bulls. Read out there with Swanigan. Then it's Ulis. And it's Rea in the 5 spot. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Now Ginobili. Ring shot on the way. Houston keeps it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Wright sets a screen. Three-pointer. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Wright's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jefferson with the double team. And there's the call on Jefferson. That's his first foul. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Ulis kicks to Napier. Tries from 7. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Ginobili outside. He dishes it to Beverly. Outside Jefferson. They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Ginobili gets the bucket. Here's Ulis. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Reed a screen. Now the pass to Napier. And that comes off the assist by Ulis.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, DA. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Rockets leading by 3. There's a screen. Here's Ginobili. And it's Houston with another.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Ulis passes to Swanigan. He kicks it to Reed. The dish to Napier. Over Ginobili. And it's Napier missing.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
You want to talk about a coach who's known for bringing offense to a team, then Mike D'Antoni is your guy. Widely regarded, Chris, as one of the best offensive coaches in the league and is the godfather, many say, of the 7 seconds or less style of play.
Yeah, you look up at how this team runs their sets and pushes the tempo. It reminds you a bit of how the old D'Antoni Suns played. Certainly whatever team D'Antoni coaches, they're going to have some entertaining and up-tempo play.
Ulis dishes to Napier. Back to Ulis. Read a screen. Ulis passes to Swanigan. Shot clock at 6. Napier. It's deflected. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Ginobili kicks to Jefferson. Wright dishes to Ginobili. Back to Wright. And finished off by Wright.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
Bulls trailed by 7. Ulis kicks to Napier. In the corner, Reed with it. Shot off the screen. Good on the bucket. Napier's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a mix-up by the D on that play. Not many guys you can afford to leave all alone from mid-range. Lucky for the defense.
Screen by Jefferson. Ginobili outside. And here is Jefferson. Count that bucket. Jefferson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Rab, guarded by Wright. And it's Rab missing there. Wright sends a screen. Outside Jefferson. Timeout called, the Rockets.
And for so long, the Bulls really were synonymous with the best defensive teams in the league. But as a team, they've started to slip the last few years. It's something that has been lost while this team kind of retools for the future.
And it used to be you could pencil in the Bulls as a top 10 defensive team by most metrics in any given year. But, Greg, the last few seasons, they've just been middle of the pack.
And, you know, over the history of this team, they've always been at their best when they played great defense. You go back to those Jordan years where they were marked by exceptional defense. This last group led by Derrick Rose, similarly built on a defensive-minded philosophy. Let's just see if they get back to their roots with this new push.
And Cousins gets it to go.
And when it comes to shooting, Cousins continues to stretch his range. That mid-range jump shot of his is pretty much automatic when the D plays off of him.
Curry outside. Offensive rebound. And Grant sends it back.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kicks to Harden. Cousins with a screen on Green. Swiped it away. Curry against Wright. From deep three-point range, it's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Stephen Curry.
You know what? The area code just doesn't matter with this guy. Steph just dropping bombs.
Wright, the pass to Cousins. Houston moving the ball around. Picked by Griffin. From deep, Harden knocks down the 3-ball. Harden's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Rockets. Curry passes to Pat. Back to Curry. Six on the shot clock. Bucket is good.
And such a smart pass from Curry. There isn't much this guy can't do with the ball in his hands. He sees the whole court.
Here is Harden. 8 points for him. Pass to Grant. Feeds to Griffin. Griffin with the steal. Screen by Grant. Griffin's shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Forbes. Here's Rab, defended by Griffin. Tries from 10. Another one falls for Chicago.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Screen by Cousins. Passes it to Griffin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Bulls trail by 7. The pass to Rab. Back to Curry. Pass to Patton. There's a good screen. Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range.
And really credit their advantage on the backcourt. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Picked by Griffin. And it's Grant in the corner. Clock at 6. Over Green. Here's Cousins. The kick out to Wright. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Wright's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's the maturation of Cousins' game. Everyone knows he can score the ball, but he is starting to show great strides in his passing.
Green passes to Rab. Back to Green. Shoots over Grant. Rockets with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. Screen by Cousins. Griffin's shot is off.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Cousins. And it's Houston with another.
Oh, that's why Cousins is considered one of the best bigs in the game. So talented in how he consistently scores from every spot on the floor.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Bulls.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, you know, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
Chicago calls timeout. And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in 1 quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end the game's competitiveness in a short span. Well, what is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the 4th quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Houston with a big group substitution here. White, he's checked in for Cousins. Johnson comes in for Blake Griffin. Bono Ginobili, he's checked in for James Harden. And Simmons subbed in for Wright. Then for the Bulls, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Rab. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Green.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:25 left in the first half of basketball. And Simmons kicks to Grant. 6 to shoot. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Houston leading by 7. Ginobili kicks to Wright. Back to Ginobili. Wright outside. Grant dishes to Ginobili. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. The rebound by Patton.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
Curry kicks to Forbes. Holmes sets a screen. Shoots it up. Curry can't get it to go.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Wright sets a screen. Ginobili right side. He feeds it to Wright. Shoots from the high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. It's Curry outside. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And that 3 makes things just a little more interesting here as we...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Rockets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Bulls trail by 4. Simmons is out there with Ginobili. Then there's Grant. Then it's Brandon Wright. And it's Johnson in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Curry outside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And Chris, I know you started doing a podcast, Fearless or Insane, with Chris Webber, an opportunity to have some meaningful conversations. What's that been like?
Oh, it's been great, Kevin. I've gotten a chance to talk to some friends, some mentors like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I've gotten to speak to him about what it was like playing for Wooden, what it was like coming up in the crazy 60s in that time. And, you know, he's such a thoughtful and a great individual. So to hear his stories about he and Muhammad Ali, he and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, all these great figures is just wonderful. I also got to speak to track legends John Carlos and Tommy Smith, who in the 1968 Olympics, we've seen them kind of protest when they put their fist up in defiance and kind of put their voice out for the voiceless. And I got to talk to them about how tough of a moment that was. Did they know the sacrifice that they were making? What happened, the backlash to what happened? And then all these years later, do they feel kind of vindicated that we're showing them so much love and people around the world appreciate what they've done? So we try to just discuss fearless or insane. You know, they say insane is doing the same thing over, expecting a different result, where these guys put their lives on the line.
Yes.
And they kind of knew that it necessarily wouldn't change the arc of justice, but they felt that they had to do it. And so it's just some cool conversations with people and athletes that were much more than an athlete. And I've learned a lot, and it's been